So I see where you bought the truck and everything, and when you finished that out, so where'd you get the whole sleeper part of it?
All this is hand built. It's all 1.25 inch tubing. We built it, framed it up like a house, and then this is aluminum sheet metal that's already painted, pre-painted sheet metal. Well, all we had to do was match the front with this color, and that's how we done it.
Yeah, basically a house on wheels.
House on wheels, yeah.
At the Highway Outlaws show here in Mobile, Alabama, 2023. You know, when you see something like this, when you see something big and yellow, at first you might think it's a school bus, but no. It's actually a big rig that's got just about the biggest sleeper you'd ever see on a rig. So, sir, if you would introduce yourself, talk a little bit about this truck, what you guys are doing here at the show, and give us a little walk around.
All right, hey, my name's Charlie Price. We just came to watch the trucks, entered the show. That's what we do. We go to the shows and present the truck and let people look at it and just enjoy it. I'm a mechanic. I've owned the truck. A long time ago, I found out it was easier to work on than it was to own one. But, I'm still a mechanic.
What does trucking mean to you? You know, why do you find such an interest in it?
Because I was born and raised in it. You know, my daddy was a truck driver, my uncle was truck drivers. I mean, and from the time I was 11, 12 years old, I was climbing under them, changing oil in them, and it's just, it's in your blood, you know. And once you get it in your blood, it's in your blood, you know.
Since you were a kid, you've been involved in the industry.
Yeah.
When it comes to like how much the industry has changed in the last, let's just say, 5-10 years.
Yeah.
You know, how does that make you feel? You know, that drivers are so governed, and how low the rates are, and all this stuff. You know, when it comes to how the drivers operate from day to day, it's not old school anymore.
It's definitely not old school.
You know,
things has changed.
Right.
There's a lot of, I don't say politics, but I mean, there's a lot of. You can't learn everything you need to know about driving a truck in a 6-week class. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people on the road now, in my opinion, and that's because I'm old school, that don't need to be out there. There's no respect anymore. Trucks don't move over. You know, there ain't no turn signals. People get out of a car, they don't use turn signals in a car, so they don't use them in a truck. So, you know, it's just, things has changed, you know.
Let's do a little walk around on this, talk about the details, and well, we know you're 45 foot long, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Correct.
45 feet on the dot.
Exactly.
Where'd you even come up with something like this? You know, it's like, what's kind of like an RV, but let's put it on a big rig.
Dale Watts, my buddy, is the one that started this. We started out with a school bus years ago, and then built a 69 needle nose. It was all motor home. It wasn't, you couldn't see. So we decided to build this one. This one we found, it was an old concrete truck. It's a 63 model, W922. From here back we built. Took about 3 years. It's like building a house, you know. Everybody knows truck knows the needle nose. You know why they call it needle nose? You know, before they made the W900, it had a small hood on it. You know, we took the top off the cab. Dale built the high rise. Put the side windows in it so everybody can see this inside, can see where you're going now, instead of just the two people sitting in the captain's chair, the driver's seat. So everybody can see now. We got TV outside, awning, propane grill, clicks in the side, receiver hits. We can put it in the box when we get ready to leave. We don't have to clean up no ashes or anything.
Yeah, that's cool.
You come on inside, I'll show you the inside.
All right.
It's a toy hauler. When we get where we're going, we set the beds down. That bed comes down from the ceiling. We got tie downs in the floor. We haul the car, motorcycles. Most of the time we just haul the golf cart. When we get ready to leave, we'll put my bed against the ceiling, put these up, bring the cart in here, chain it down, you know, tie it down, and we're good to go.
Heck yeah.
We got TV back here. And we got the front, which is strictly motorhome. Like I said, we high-rise it, cut it out, so where these chairs, they swivel around, you can, you know, reclining chairs, you can watch forward or you can watch TV.
So how long could you realistically stay in this thing? I mean, you could live in it, right?
You can live in it if you wanted to. It's got all hookups. It's self-sufficient. We got a diesel generator. If we're not hooked somewhere we have power, we have a 7,500 watt generator that runs off the fuel tanks, runs off diesel. Got central floor and heat, 3 AC units, hot water heater, you know, everything you need. You know?
So does it fit in an RV park, or you have to go to truck parking most of the time?
No, you can get one, but you usually have to have a pull through for a 45 foot.
Okay.
You know, a lot of older RV parks is too big, you know, but if you want to show up, that's the day we backed it in my shop to start on it.
Oh, wow.
And 3 years later, that was our first trip out to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, so here's the start, here's the finish?
First trip out. I said, it's 13 years old now. We
That's-
use it. You know, it's not a show truck. We use it. You know, we go somewhere at least once a month, you know.
But even though it's not a show truck, you turn heads, don't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we can't miss a big yellow truck.
And when it comes to driving something this long, is there any definitely some extra precautions you got to tend to?
You do. My tail swing on the back, and it being low, you have to. You plan where you're going. You just don't turn in and go anywhere. You have to think about where you're going to turn in, and you can't get too close to anybody and swing because of tail swing, you know.
But I'm sure that your wife's never been on the GPS and missed a turn, right? That never happens.
Of course not. No, no.
That's probably a big problem to turn around.
It actually does drive good though. You can let go of the steering wheel and it'll hold the lane. You know, it don't have a lot of. You think it'd be top heavy, but it don't have a lot of body roll to it. It actually drives very good. You know?
When you get some really hard side winds, is it how much is it
You
like
do,
a sailboat sometimes?
You do, but not as much as you would think because it does have dual tandems, so it stabilizes itself. It's not as bad as you think, but when you get in 40, 50 mile an hour winds, you will feel some.